What's going on, YouTube? It's been a little while. It's been a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe this is week 3 from the 2 weeks ago that we weren't where we were. So now we're here, and we're here with you, me, drinking Caveman. We're all going to sit down together, and we're going to have a little chat. We're going to chat about things like whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Intro. Alrighty. I'm back. We're back. We're finally doing this. We're doing this now. Yay. Happy times. Happy times. But yeah, so yeah, I apologize, guys. I tried to do it when I was in Paris. Sadly, internet was crap over there, and then we tried to do it again, but then it's not like I missed my flight. My flight just didn't leave when I thought I was gonna leave. So we had to cancel that show too, so I apologize.
Internet was crap, but cheese was delicious.
Oh, dude, escargot was actually pretty good, so I was very surprised.
I've had escargot. I've had some good escargot.
Oh, dude, man, like, I was there. It was on the menu. I was like, why not order it? Everyone else was like, ugh, that's gross. And I'm like...
You never had it before?
Never had it before. Dived in. Trying to get that sucker in there with that little tiny fork they give you. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, okay, fine. Dive it in. It was pesto. So it was real good.
It's like a really, really good like garlic pesto mix. It just, I mean, half the time you'll just eat that by itself. That with the butter.
So good. And then from there, like, it was like trying to describe it to people, and then one of the guys said it's like mushrooms, right? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like mushrooms.
Kind of, yeah, kind of like that.
And then everyone else started trying it, and they were, you know, actually pretty good. So.
Where's Tracy? Tracy's not here.
Show.
Tracy is, yeah, wrong show. That's the Scotch and Sniff show.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that kept me entertained when I was there, so I was really excited to see some of those videos. So if you guys haven't,
yeah, a lot of people have been loving her videos.
No, it's really good.
Also, he looks just like Tracy, but just a little different and more Filipino. You know,
yes.
pretty much, so fabulous.
Fabulous. But yeah, so back from the Paris trip. If you guys haven't checked it, check my Instagram out. It was some great photos. Went to the Whisky Exchange, the actual like place, not the online, because that's weird. So that was pretty fun. What else? Went to Mason.
Mushrooms of the sea.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, snails, they get a bad rap because they're slimy and stuff. Those are actually really, really good. So
no, they're good.
Those are some big suckers too.
Some fancy restaurants, they do it in these little pieces of like toasted brioche that they put them on.
Oh, really?
It's so it sops up like all the butter and so good.
Hey, when I go come see you, I'm gonna try that then.
Oh yeah, well we'll make a trip.
Awesomes. But yeah, no, it was a great time. Saw Jason Whiskey Wise from YouTube. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He showed me the round and showed me to his famous bar that he always takes pictures from. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was basically it. So get some travel retail. Gonna be opening this bad boy in a sec.
What?
Yeah.
PX Sherry?
Yeah, man.
But look, what's that name that's above PX Sherry though? What's that say above PX Cask? The one that starts with an L. What's it say? Oh, all I read was no.
Hey man, people saying it's the next one I go for, right? So we'll see how it goes. But yes,
everybody goes to Milroy's.
Milroy's was awesome,
That's
man.
The place.
Have you gone?
Place.
Yeah.
Who, me? No, I didn't go that far south in Scotland. I stayed in like the farm country.
Man, dude, Milroy's was pretty cool. The owner was really nice.
I just said that far south in
Scotland.
Scotland. It's definitely the UK. It's
going.
all the same island.
Yeah. But yeah, so what did you get up to while you were on break as well, man?
Oh, yeah, I took a little bit of time off for some complicated work situations, but it's I finally made up my mind about some stuff and got everything sorted out. Habs, you're not the only one there. At least I have Whiskey is there, and I'm not sure who else will show up in chat, but I feel like, oh, look, see, Metal Man 71's there. Aren't there some other people there? I can't see the numbers. All I see is Disney pictures from Disney France.
7 people watching.
Wait, this isn't even my computer. There's like 7 people there. You're not alone. Man. You are not alone. Yeah. All right, so yeah.
But yeah, so and you guys are popping out some content. Is all the Tracy videos done, or is there going to be more stuff?
They're all edited, and I've scheduled most of them. So we'll have Tracy videos for at least another 7 more weeks.
Damn, it's a lot of content.
And then I've got Whiskey Architecture. Who want to do some videos? Scotchfather wants to do some videos,
that's cool.
And then a couple other local IGers also want to do some videos.
All right.
Oh, nice glass, nice glass. Scotchfather, who bought those 2 Macallan bottles for some unknown amount, and then they ended up selling for over $1 million recently, which was crazy.
Wait.
Habs.
So, was he the one that auctioned it off?
No.
Oh.
So the 2 bottles at auction from Macallan that went for over $1 million, like $1.3 million. Hi, Duncan. That went for like 1.3. The Scotch Father has. He has it in his collection. He just has the 2 bottles sitting around.
In my head, I'm
like,
dude.
Translation. He has over. That's why he did that throwback where he was like, "Remember that time I took a picture where I had over $1 million of bottles in just 2 of these bottles?" It's like, okay.
Shit. That's
seriously.
That's what sucks, man. Whiskey investments are big thing now. It's sad for us.
It's crazy.
Cause
I
don't know.
Because I drink it all.
And to be honest, and that's I was gonna lead us to a thing, but what's in your glass, man?
Do you really want to know?
Well, think about it. I gave you your favorite bottle, so.
So you, L for favorite. You guys bought. Did we miss
of course
each other?
We did, man.
I don't know.
I missed it.
Did Charles miss
Yeah.
me? I mean, we talked while you were gone, so I don't know what you're talking about.
We did miss each other, but yeah, no, we miss each other. We haven't seen seen each other in a while like this, so.
This is from a new bottle that I bought. It's the only bottle that I bought since you've been gone. I just haven't been able to get in the mood. This bottle's amazing, though. I want to preface this with I thought this bottle would literally be garbage.
Okay.
And I like it a lot.
That's good. And it is. Oh, is that the Blade Runner edition?
Yes. Yes, it is. 49%. And it
tastes so it's different.
Delicious. I guess it just needed more proof.
I
Johnny
didn't know
Walker
that.
Black, normally I'm like, somebody on Instagram was like, you should try Johnny Walker Black, because I'd never tried it before. I bought it for like $30 and I was like, this is literally garbage. I bought this and I was like, I'll open it. We'll see what happens. Opened it. I was like, okay.
So you're saying it's 40 something, right? So what do you say? It's 40?
49%, yeah, to celebrate 2049.
And then the regular is what, 40? I'm assuming it's 40.
Huh?
Is the regular 40? The regular black?
Yeah.
So that 9% definitely helped there.
Which is weird, because normally I'm a huge proponent of like proof doesn't really matter. You can have high proof stuff that is hotter. You can have it that's smoother. Like it doesn't even matter. It's all over the place. But this one, it just worked.
And to be honest, I didn't know it was different proof, so maybe I have to try and hunt one down.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too. So I'll probably hunt a second one down.
For the info. So for my bottles,
you probably bought a ton, I'm sure.
No, I was very, very conservative when it came to that. I was like, I'm gonna spend money on a crap loads of good food. Once in a while, because like think about it, like yes, I can get bottles duty free. I can probably ask people to get bottles, but the food, man, the experience there for me, that was kind of the key. So, apologies, but I got the Laforgue PX Cast, the 1 liter bottle travel retail, because everyone said that if I liked the what was it, the triple wood, I think it was.
Oh really?
That's the one they should get next.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay.
So I might actually like it.
So if not, I'll send you a sample, my friend. But it seems like that, like, okay, Charles, you like this. This is your next step. So the Instagram community is kind of helping me out getting into the peat.
So Whiskey Dotto was saying, do we ask too much of our whiskey? Maybe. It depends on what you need your whiskey to do. Some people just want their whiskey to make them feel good. A lot of us want our whiskey to make us feel like we spent the right amount of money to justify whatever the purchase was.
That's true. And then
proof definitely improves watery whiskey, I guess.
For me,
I don't know.
This is the bottle that
watery, it's not gonna
you
be good.
hyped up, my friend.
What's up?
The Baubler 90.
Oh my
gosh. I finally got it.
Yes.
And
yes. You could have bought that here in America.
Oh no, I bought that in America. I bought it before I left. This bottle is though. This box is shit though. Like what the.
Oh, yours fell apart.
So.
It opens from the corner. How did you? It opens from the
corner.
I know
it does.
What did?
I know it does, but it's just the glue.
Oh wow.
So, thanks, Bubbler.
I can't. There are other brands that have spent a lot of money on their packaging only for it to fall apart in my hands.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names.
So, but I have to admit, it didn't wow me. Like I think you hyped it up too much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
I don't know.
I was expecting a sherry bomb and shit like that, but.
I mean, I will buy it from you if you have remorse.
Yeah. So I'll try it. I'll try it again. And then my last one that I'm excited about is the Yoichi rum cast finish.
Yoichi? Yeah. I didn't even know they had a rum cast finish.
I didn't know either until I saw it on the thing. They have a
travel retail.
Yeah, they have a Miyagiko as well. Miyagiko?
Yeah, that's it.
Rum wood finish as well. So I picked this one. See how it goes. I have a 12-year here somewhere, I think.
That should be awesome, I'm sure.
So excited to try that.
Shimon, I have not tried the Gurkhas yet. I actually ended up. There's a guy who made custom blends from whiskey that I bought some cigars from also recently. So I've got like 9 sticks to get through. So I just haven't cracked into the Gurkhas yet. I'll probably take pretty pictures with all of them first.
And just an FYI, when you travel, do not message Shimon because he will say, you could buy this, you could buy that. No, buddy. No. He was messaging me like, buy this, but like, no. And then I do have...
Look, time to unfollow Charles.
I know, right? Like, sorry.
That 90 is fire. It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe it was an off day. I don't know. So
hashtag amateur palette.
Or I was pissed off that the freaking box broke and I was like, this is shit. So
yeah, the box thing. Yeah,
that's it was sad too because I was
like,
wow, open it up. I'm like, oh motherfucker, dropped. So I don't know. Maybe.
No, Whiskey thought was probably right. It's probably too much humidity. That's what probably took the glue off the box. But there are definitely other large brands that I've bought stuff from that I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is the packaging.
Yeah, McAllen. So, but yeah. So on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about non-age statements and does it really matter? I guess I put some posts on Instagram. I had some great feedback. I know Wally, you did. What's wrong?
I did. I had some great feedback too. Sorry, ADD is kicking in. Whiskey Throttle's asked twice now. Do you think that you expect too much from your whiskey, especially based on other people's opinions? I think the answer to that is sometimes you can expect too much from the whiskey because of other people's opinions. But sometimes, I don't know. It depends on how you approach your whiskey.
Oh,
I approach them all expecting that they'll be normal or decent, and then we go from there. I think some people, like if you have Charles' experience just now, like he probably expected it to be bomb and then everything is less than bombing. So if it wasn't perfection, it was going to be less than that. So expectations play a lot.
So I'm going to talk about like the Scotch Chest Dummy. So I did a show with them recently. Just plug that. And then they did a review of the Ugadal Ardbeg back in the day. And Scott's palate was kind of similar to mine where he's not a fan of peat. So I was like, okay, I trust this guy's opinion. I'm going to follow it. So it hyped it up. So okay, this is finally a peated whiskey that I like. Nope.
Yeah.
Hated it. But then someone else...
Yeah, I don't like the Ugadale either.
But then you guys recommended the Triple Wood of Lefroy, and people said, that's okay. I'm like, I'm going to be disappointed again with another peat. I like that one a lot. So, it's hard, right? Like, for instance, the Balboa 90, I'm expecting, like, some of the best shit, because Wally's like, this is awesome, this is great, I love this stuff.
My bottle's on...
Yeah, and I was a little bit underwhelmed, just because I was like, it was okay. I'll probably tip the Abundant more. Wow. But then again, I'll probably have to take more time with it. So
that's a different beast in my book. The Abundant is just a completely different monster.
So it's like I'm still gonna sit on this one because I have another bottle waiting for me at the store on hold for me if I like it. So
it's type of sherry too. It's not just like sherry itself. Yes, it's a sherry bomb, but like type of sherry. That's always important. Yeah. So you have to think about what type of sherry is. So it's like I really like the Glendronach cask strength that people were recommending. Batch 3 tastes like straight cream sherry. It's so good. But it's a totally different type of sherry. Abundant, I think of like what the Oloroso mostly, right? And it shines through. Like you can taste that spice in that Oloroso. Yeah. It's so good. But it's totally different.
Yeah, I might have to open up. To be honest, I'm gonna probably try it when I'm a bit more relaxed and it's just kind of like me just listening to music and kind of stuff. So I'm gonna let it do right. So
older the violin, the sweeter the music. I think it's the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna pull up my.
Oh right, back to the main
topic. So I'm actually gonna pull up my Instagram feed too because there was some great stuff. So, 3 days ago I posted. Oh no, 2 days ago I posted a Glenfiddich 40-year-old talking about the age, and everyone's like, "Oh, age this," and then I asked people, "What's the oldest whiskey you've had?" And 80% of the comments were like saying I had like 50-year-old, but it was underwhelming. So it got me thinking like, people are paying crap loads of money. I think the Glenfiddich 40 was about 3,000 euros or something. 3,000 euros.
That sounds right. About $3,000, 35.
So I was like, that's a lot of money paying, and you're not even sure if it's good or not. So today's basic topic is because of that question. Is like, hey, is age statement really worth the price?
You can be sure though. I have no doubt if you buy like the 40 or the 50 year from any of these major brands that you could probably ask them for a sample, and I bet you could get some. Good. I really don't doubt that at all. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I bet you they would. If you were really trying, I bet you they would send you a sample so you could see what it's like before you dug into it.
Because like those, like I think you were talking about, was it limousine bottles or something when you posted? Was it do you call it limousine bottles or
limousine casks?
Was it that you're talking about?
For what, French whiskey?
No. So sorry. So on like I think your 2 episodes ago with Tracy, you guys were talking about like some really high end bottles, right?
Oh, the Glenfiddich, the 44 year. Oh my gosh, freaking oh my gosh. So this sorry, this is super off topic. We're never gonna get to the topic. So I hate getting on bourbon forums because people are like, oh, once it gets past 18 years or 20 years, then it just tastes like oak in a bottle. And like, no, you idiot. Like, that's not how it works. Every cask is different. And because every cask is different, you can get different flavors in casks, and the woods interact differently. And some woods aren't going to impart all that wood flavor up front. Some won't do it over 50 years. Some won't do it over 100 years, I'm sure. Yeah. But the thing is, finding which casks do what is the magic. So Glenfiddich has a poo ton of casks in all of their distilleries. So having so many casks to choose from, you're going to find something that's interesting. And so that 44 year, it is perfect example. Like when Tracy gave me some of that, wait, was it the 44? The 44 was good too. That was the apple pie. But the 43. Oh, can we talk about that also? The 44 was straight apple pie in your face. The 43 was like, oh my gosh, like creme brulee on top of crack and sugar. It was, oh my gosh. But they do that on purpose. Those bottles are $3,000 for a reason, or $6,000. Tell me how you really feel. Like, they have picked these casks because they impart these interesting flavors without being disgusting. And so you can get older casks that taste awesome. Just, you can't expect all of them are going to taste that awesome, because I'm sure they don't. And you can't expect all of them to taste like garbage either, though. I think that's the part. I think I'd rather err on the side of positivity than the side of negativity, and saying like, oh my gosh, all these are going to be old, so they're going to be gross. I'd rather be like, they're going to be old, so they have the potential to be amazing.
So to drag you back to the topic, right? How would you feel as though that if they, like, companies like that put the age statement with a high price, like, or they go NAS and lower?
So I hate to say this, I'm super biased on this though. So Steve has been saying this whole time, like, age matters, but he's saying it in like the almost ironic way that age does matter in different aspects for different things. But personally, if I had to spend money like that, I mean, there are examples that I can show you, because flavor at the end of the day trumps all. There are so many times when, like, yeah, you can buy an expensive bottle that's, 40 years old that comes from some distillery, but like, if it tastes like cantaloupes and you don't like cantaloupes, it's not going to do any good. Like, if you don't like apple pie and you tried that Glenfiddich that we had, you'd be like, this is garbage. And I'd be like, you should die. But it's like, like, who doesn't like apple pie? It's so un-American. But that's the thing. It's like, it's
people allergic to apples.
I mean,
cinnamon.
I feel like the two people who are on the screen right now were not born in America. So this is kind of weird, but oh yeah, you're not American. Oh, I gotta remember that. But like, that's the same thing. Like, if you ask me, would I spend, and am I going to spend, I'm sorry, almost $1,000 to buy a bottle of Macallan No. 6, the answer is yes. And when you think about it, you're like, $3,000 for a bottle that has no age statement at all is probably one of the dumbest things you've ever heard. But what if it was just an incredible blend? Like, I think of Compass Box all the time. They will disclose that stuff. Everybody spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on that stupid, what was it, Not a Fancy whiskey, even though it was only a little bit of 3 year and a ton of like older whiskey, because they knew it, so that made it more valuable. It doesn't work that way. Like, does it taste good? That's what matters at the end of the day.
So do you feel as though that, so everyone's taste subjective, so it's hard to be like, this tastes good, this tastes bad, this is the price, this is the price for the lower ones, right? So it's harder to do that. But do you feel as though that if the world changed, no more age statement whiskeys, it was just NAS, and they gave you a clear description of what it tastes like, you'd be okay with that?
Yes. Okay. And the only reason I can say that is because, like, when I had the No. 6, I think my problem is when I had the No. 6, it literally reset my entire whiskey palate. And I was like, oh, this is how dark fruits, dried sherry is supposed to taste. I was like, well, this is completely different. Would I appreciate it that way? No. Are people going to go for that? Heck no. People are going to be like thousands of dollars for something that doesn't come with a number on it, except for the No. 6, obviously, which doesn't help anybody.
Not a luxury whiskey, by the way, Whiskey Throttle.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called, not a luxury whiskey.
But yeah.
1973 was bottled this year, Steve.
But what's crazy is the fact that, like, we're seeing a lot of shifts towards non-age statement stuff, more blends-wise and stuff like that. But it might, like, I kind of go in the same boat as you. Like, I don't care if it's got age or not. The only time that I care if it's age, if someone's telling me that this is a $100,000, $500,000 bottle, I kind of want to know the age. I want to know why it's cost so expensive, right?
those two Macallan ones that were done with that artist that went for $1.3 million, did they even have an age statement?
I think it was like 1973, wasn't it?
Oh, did they have numbers on them? I was gonna say because like, oh, good, because I was gonna say like that's 1.3 million bucks.
The question, the issue that I have is like, even though it has an age and stuff like that, it's the story. And I know you did that in your Macallan review where Macallan Nicholas was talking about, hey, this doesn't have an age statement, but it's got this, and this, and told the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key thing where I feel as though whiskey companies, even though they're strong in marketing, they don't tell the story on the bottle. It needs a person to tell them. If it only had in the bottle, like, okay, Charles, it has a 3-year, a 7-year, and a 15-year blended together. Makes sense. It does. I don't even care if it has a 3-year on it. It's just non-age statement, like kind of what Compass Box does, right? But I want to know why it's costing that much. Is it the barrels that they use? Is it the age? But then again, we're in the minority because people just pick up a bottle because it's fancy looking or it's got an age on it, and that's what sucks.
I talked about that in one of the videos with Tracy. I'm not sure if I posted that yet, but with Tracy, we were talking about how some people, educating them on whatever's going on in the whiskey is a great thing, and some people can't handle it. Like some people, even if you told them that there was, let's say, 40% 30-year whiskey and something, 40% 10-year whiskey, and then the other 20% 3-year whiskey, some people would still be like, I'm not paying any more than like whatever, some arbitrary number their brain just makes up about it because they just believe it based on some other price they paid for something at some other time. So it's, at that point, it's not real. It's a matter of convincing people based on your ability to sell and marketing at that point. Because
no, I agree.
I mean, it just gets so ridiculous. I think that was the point of This Is Not a Luxury Whiskey, though, is like to say that, look, this is a 3-year whiskey by law. Yeah. But if you look at the contents, it doesn't make any sense.
I definitely.
It's like those. I was gonna say sorry. It's like those the single barrel blends that what's the name does. Like Master of Malt does single barrel blends because they teaspoon, but at teaspooning, like it's 0.001% or whatever. Like it doesn't even matter what else you teaspooned in there. It's still a single barrel from some other place.
I definitely
don't know. So many technical.
I definitely feel as though that our generation right now is being more acceptable to a certain extent, right? Like once a bottle gets to about $200, then I'm like, I would have to ask for an age statement just because I know there's value in there, right? And that's a hard part. Like I'm the person that flavor comes first, but then my brain will change. Like I'm paying $200 for this. This better be like a freaking 20-year-old or something like that, right? And sadly, I'm still flip-flopping there. I wish I could just be like, no, I just care about the taste. But then, how can we trust? Like even reviewers, like how can we trust reviewers like ourselves? How do we know it's going to be our flavor profile or not? And
a lot of that is making sure that your profile is similar. Like you liking the triple wood, but not liking the Uigadale. That's on the same page that I'm on. But you not liking the Balblair as much is a surprise to me. Although like a weird surprise. But I mean, look at the Macallan cast strength. The original cast strength was labeled a 10-year, and I'm sure the cast strengths that I fall in love with that are $400 a bottle are less than 10-year. If it tastes like that, though, I have no problem with it. And that's the thing. Is like everyone's palate for that is going to be.
That's a hard part, right? It's like you're saying like if it tastes like this, and then how do we know it tastes like this? And this is where like your viewers come in, blogs come in, and sadly, like some people probably either get paid by company. Marketing's very big in here. People give us bottles all the time. Luckily for us, we're still independent, but eventually, when you get big, people are going to throw a lot of money to tell you that it's good whiskey or not, and that's a hard part, right?
They do. I mean, like it's like going to events and people are paying for these things, and like sitting in a dinner that you know is going to cost over $1,000. Just so you can try a bunch of whiskeys that they bring to your table, but at the same time you're like, this isn't really, I don't know. That's why you just have to decide what kind of like reviewer you're gonna be. Everybody knows I'm gonna be like 700% honest. Like I could sit in the middle of a dinner like that and be like, this tastes like garbage. I have no problem with that, but that's a part of the problem too. Like I have no doubt that there's certain brands that are never going to invite me back again because I'm willing to be honest upfront about it. Like I'm just gonna tell you, like. Oh man, I'm not even gonna say the brand, but I already know like one that will not invite me back. They're cool to hang out with, but I just know they're definitely like.
By the way, Dan,
don't let him talk.
We're not confused. We're just saying that overall Compass Box kind of tells you it's a blend. It kind of breaks it down for you, and as everyone knows, we're wanting people to be that way or companies to be that way. Overall.
No, I think he's right though. I think it is the 3-year-old deluxe. That's the one that's mostly like 30 or something. I think that This Is Not a Luxury was just a good one.
But overall, like what Compass Box is doing is great. We want more of that, and we want to even take it a step further.
Transparency.
Yeah, just basic transparency, making sure that age. And I think they're definitely in the forefront of destroying the age statements off whiskeys. But then when we saw that with Highland Park, for instance, Jura and stuff, we were like, no, give us the age statement back. So it's hard. Like, we're both, like, everyone's flip-flopping. But
no, you just have to decide though. It's like, okay, so like Brookladdy, I love their transparency because you can type in your bottle code and you can go online and you can look on their website and see exactly what's in it. Now, me paying $65 for the classic laddie, is it going to change my mind at all? Because I could have got the old classic laddie that was made with at least 10-year-old, but mine is made with 8 to 11-year-old, and actually 80% of the bottle is over 10 years old. So does it really change my mind about the bottle? No, it's the same price.
But
it's nothing magical.
If you talk about the Glendronach that way, right? The 18-year-old was actually a 27-year-old back in the day, right? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, because they had the older stuff in there. That made people go crazy about it. Even though it has an age statement, it was older than what the age statement was.
Yeah, sometimes like that, but sometimes it's good to just hide it from people. Look at Caveman. Look at the Solus Vino Barrique. All of us are spending $300 a bottle. And I feel like, am I the only one who looked at the bottle codes?
No.
I spent $265 on my bottle. I love it. It tastes incredible. And also, it's a 4 to 5 year old, depending on which batch.
But then again, you got people like, well, you're paying a 4-year in the tropical climate, so it's technically like an 8-year, blah, 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 blah.
It doesn't matter whether you get technical or not. It's still 4 years. Time is time is time is time. Yeah. But like, if you told me to do the same thing with like an American bourbon, you told me you're going to spend $300 on a 4-year-old American bourbon, I'd be like, go kill yourself. Like, there's no way. You're out of your mind.
I got some older ones here, folks.
That was strong wording. I meant go punch a pound sand. That's what I meant. Man, I really need to get these euphemisms right today for once. I don't know what's going on. You don't like Caveman?
That's interesting.
Steve, are
you're
you serious?
The first person I've ever heard that says he didn't like it.
He's probably drunk.
Maybe. No, a lot of people like it, but there's always somebody that's not going to like it, so. It's
true. Like you with the Balblair.
I said I had a sip, so it's not like this is from this weekend. I still have it here sitting. It smells good.
Whiskey thought I was right. I need to throttle back.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I need to just relax a little.
But yeah, no, like
this isn't even my first
time.
By
the way, this is a community over here. Please hit us on Instagram, Drinking Caveman, Scotch and Sniff. Continue the conversation, to be honest, because this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. I don't know if you are, but it seems like the whole group is too, like non-age statements.
Oh, Dram, dude, you're just joking?
Oh. He doesn't know?
Oh, wow. Steve, which three did you have? That's a shock to me.
Later on, you probably had the concert or the non-soloist ones.
Concert Master?
Yeah.
It's okay. The standard Caveman's not
the
bad.
The car one? Yeah,
the King Car I haven't had. No, I had the King Car at a...
I wasn't a fan of the King Car.
Tasting. King Car, I didn't blow my socks off, but the regular Caveman Classic made me go out and buy 3 bottles.
Yeah, and to be honest, they're very batch sensitive too. I've had ones where it's very sulfur-like, so...
Yeah.
But no,
Santa Cruz.
We're not defending Caveman. There's probably some bad shit out there. Just saying that from our experience.
Every brand has some bad garbage.
And I love it how people say, no, we don't. We have everything is great. I'm like, dude, really? Come on. Really?
The bigger brands just have an easier time of not having garbage go out because they have so much more in stocks. They can throw things to blends.
Steve, when I open my other bottle of Solus, dude, I'll shoot you a sample.
Dude, Steve, remind me to give you a sample of the Solus Vino Barrique that I have.
Ooh,
you'll be blown away.
Good.
Wait, did you ever get the 4 samples that I got you?
Yeah, I got them here.
Oh, next week, let's do that for the show.
Okay.
You just break out the 4 samples, we'll do a live tasting, and then we'll just talk about it.
Sounds good. So next week's episode, we're going to be doing a live tasting.
It's fun.
And then we got Monday off, too. Everyone's got Monday off.
Memorial Day. Oh my gosh, Monday's Memorial Day. Steve, hey, maybe I may need to drive to Philadelphia? Oh, I forgot.
Same bottle and discard them.
Yeah, Pressman, that's an interesting thing. I mean, palates are an incredible thing, and then you have to consider your olfactory senses when it comes to like 80% of what you're tasting and how everybody's olfactory memories are completely different.
Skill-wise too, man. Like, so you're gonna see a noob,
it's crazy.
And then with like a pro, so it's gonna be really interesting.
Semi-pro
compared to me, pro.
A little better than amateur. Semi-amateur.
So, yeah, I don't get paid that well for this, so I call him like I would probably like a semi-pro. You're like super pro. You're like the big leagues.
I don't get paid at all. Who's getting paid?
We are. We get free drinks all the time.
What?
You get free drinks all the time, bro. You had that 44-year-old.
Oh, you mean
just saying.
You mean what? Yeah, no, that cost me money because now I have to take my camera guy out because I need to find a way to make money for him because I still haven't made my Patreon video yet. I have to like literally do stuff to help him because I'm not paying him yet. And then I have to set all the stuff up at my house, get time together, schedule, like
adult stuff.
It's a little bit more work than it sounds.
FYI, guys, we do have Patreon. It helps us stay independent. It helps us buy stuff. If we get enough money, we can start buying some bottles, so then we can start either divvying out to people, sharing stuff, doing reviews and stuff like that. So let us know. And if you don't want to do Patreon, tell us why not, because then I would love to know why. Help support the channel. Helps us out. $1. Buy us a drink. Preferably not too peated.
Ooh.
But I have to say, this is actually pretty good. I can tolerate this.
Oh, the PX?
I can tolerate the PX. It's not that bad.
I mean,
I thought sherry would be stronger, though, but it's not.
Pedro, you mean it takes a lot of the peat edge off. Like sherry and age, two things that like really help to take that edge off.
I think that the peat and the sherry are kind of just balancing out right now. So,
Whiskey Throttle, what do you mean? Why do I have to consider my olfactory? Because 90% of what you taste is what you smell. And Habs, I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to look behind me. I know that there's just this screen behind me and no monsters.
Okay. But yeah, guys, so that was kind of our convoluted welcome back episode talking about non-age statements and statements. This conversation could go on, to be honest, forever. But as you all know, we're all passionate about our stuff. So what's that? You finally got it?
Non-age stated Amroot Intermediate Cherry, which is almost all completely gone because it tastes good.
Pitch your time.
NAS. NAS deliciousness.
It's here. Finally. I need to put it. Okay. Doesn't have a cat anus on it.
Your face.
My daughter does this. If my daughter wants me to smell something, she always does this now.
For smell?
Smell. I'm like,
it's not a spider. Stop it. That doesn't make any sense. You know, one time there's going to be a giant spider, and I'm going to cry.
2 bottles of Amroot left. Is that good? You like it?
Wait, what kind of Amroot? The intermediate? Oh, the intermediate cherry.
Yeah, that one. Oh. Good. Mangoes.
Listen to me. No, this isn't the peated mangoes. That's the fusion. The Amroot intermediate cherry is sherry with a bit of orange peel. Look at this bottle. When do you know me to drink bottles like this? I think I bought this in November. Damn. Right?
Yeah.
And so like, oh my gosh, I need to buy another bottle of this. They're so expensive, but it's NAS, but it tastes so freaking good.
And see, and that's what it is. Like, I personally am like, oh, it's Indian. I don't know if it's gonna be good. And then it's got no stage. I'm like, I don't know, it's gonna be good. And then listen to you. I'm like, maybe I should pick one up.
Yeah. No, sometimes it's good to go to bars and do that. Yeah. But we have run out of time on this show, so we can't even talk about it because I went to Jack Rose recently and tried Macallan 1841 Repro. It's a whole different issue.
All right, guys.
But today we don't have time for that.
On that note, what do you say, Wally?
Coming up soon is Whiskey in the Sticks, and I don't remember what else is going on. I think that comes up at 9 o'clock, so you guys are going to head over there right after this if you guys are into watching that, and if not, enjoy the rest of your night because today is the first day of the rest of your whiskey lives.
Woohoo! Peace.